and welcome back to our podcast. I'm Abraham and today I'm joined by my co-host Faiz.
Hi everyone, great to be here today. We got two really interesting topic lined up for you.
That's right. In the first part of our episode, I be hosting a discussion about smoking on campus, should it be allowed or not, and how it affect student and the academic environment.
And in the second part, I'll take over as host and we'll dive into a more academics discussion about the use of AI on campus, the benefits, the risks, and what the research actually says.
So grab a seat and let's get started with our first topic, smoking on campus. So Faiz, let's jump right in. Smoking on campus is honestly a topic that divides a lot of students. Some think it should be completely allowed in the designated areas, while others think it should be allowed at all. What your take? Why do you think some people argue something smoking should be allowed on campus?
That's a fair question. I think the main argument for allowing it is about personal freedom. University students are legal adults, and many believe they should have the right to make their own choices about their bodies, as long as it doesn't directly harm others. Some campuses also argue that if you ban smoking entirely, students will just smoke right outside the gates anyway, which doesn't really solve anything. It just moves the problem.
That's an interesting point about it just shifting the problem away elsewhere. But on the other side, why do you think many people are against allowing smoking on campus?
Well, the biggest concern is secondhand smoke. Even if a smoker feels it's their own choice, the people around them, classmates, lecturers, even passerby, don't get a say in breathing that smoke in campus are meant to be shared academic space, and health should probably come first. There's also the image factor. A university is supposed to promote a healthy, focused environment for learning, and cigarette smoke kind of work against that image.
Right. And speaking of the academic environment, how do you think smoking actually impacts student and campus life more broadly?
A few ways, really. First, health wise. Smoking is linked to lower concentration and more frequent lines, which can affect attendance and academic performance. Second, there's a social impact. Non smoking students might avoid certain areas of campus because of the smoke, which isn't fair to them. And third, there's the fire and safety risk, especially near buildings, labs, or dry vegetation. So, overall, even though it comes down to personal choice for some, the ripple effect, the ripple effects reach a lot more people than just the smokers.
That's really balanced way to look at it. Freedom on one side, shared responsibility on the other. Maybe the middle ground could be designated smoking areas for from classroom, which some campus already do.
Exactly. That's often the compromise universities land on. Not a total ban, but control. Designated space so both sides are somewhat accommodate.
Great insights. I think that wraps up our discussion on smoking on campus. Now let's hand things over. Faiz is going to take the host seat for our next topic.
years now. Let's talk about something a lot more current, the use of AI on campus. Should AI be permitted in academic activities like assignments, research, or studying?
I think it's less a question of should it be permitted and more how should it be used responsibly because realistically it's already her according to a 2025 review published in Frontiers in Education, AI in Higher Education over real advantages such as as enhanced teaching and learning. In research, student engagement, support for writing and research, and more innovative ways of assessing students.
That sounds promising, but I'm sure there are critical concerns too. What are the disadvantages that researchers point to?
Definitely, a study published on ResearchGate about AI in higher education point out that AI use real concerns about academic integrity. Student might misuse tools like ChatGPT to generate entry assessment, which leads straight to plagiarism and academic fraud. There is also a risk of over reliance, where in instead to innovating the teaching methods, universities just use AI to replace all teaching opportunities without real improvement.
That's a strong point about academics integrity. Is there research specifically on tools like ChatGPT in university settings?
Yes, actually, a paper on RC titled "That Use of ChatGPT in Higher Education." The advocates, advocates and disadvantages support explain that AI chatbots are incredibly used by universities to support academic counseling, student engagement, and one-on-one style learning support through natural language processing. But the paper also notes that how much the tools can truly help students long term is still not fully understood.
So, even the researchers admit there's still uncertainty. What about students' well-being? Does AI affect students beyond just academics?
It does. A mini review published in Frontiers in Psychology found that will AI offer benefits like personalities, learning, and improvement communication efficiency, it's also raised concern about digital fatigue, lonely- loneliness, and that's no stress. The research note that over reliance on AI may reduce face-to-face interaction and even diminish students' interpersonal skill over time.
So, to summarize, AI can genuinely enhance learning and efficiency, but it comes with real risks: academic dishonesty, weaker critical thinking, if overused, data privacy concern, and even effects on students' social well being.
Exactly. I did say The responsible approach is universities should teach AI literacy how to these tools actually and critically rather the banning them alright or allowing un, unrested use that balance seem to be what most of the current academic literature is recommending.
That's a really well supported conclusion. Thank you for breaking that down with actual research behind it.
Happy to be here.